Without objection.
Mr. President, let me just, could I say, before my colleagues begin, I think it's important for us to point out where we are here on December 16th, 2009. We are now almost a year into the discussion and debate about, quote, reforming health care in America, and we still don't know what's in the bills. We still don't know the specifics of what we are considering here. Now, I've had the honor of serving here for a long period of time, but I've never seen a process like this. I have never seen a situation where a major piece of legislation is not before the body and is somehow being negotiated and renegotiated amongst the other side. And meanwhile, according to the Washington Post this morning, a newspaper that I always have the utmost trust and confidence in, I'd like to say that the title is "Public Cooling to Healthcare Reform as Debate Drags On," poll finds. And I quote, "As the Senate struggles to meet a self-imposed year-end deadline to complete work on legislation, a new Washington Post ABC News poll finds the public generally fearful that a revamped system would bring higher costs while worsening the quality of their care." A remarkable commentary about where we are in this legislation. And one of the interesting things is this poll goes back to April, where in April, 57% of the American people approved and 29% disapproved of the president's handling of health care. Today, it's 53 disapprove and 44 approve, which means the American people, the more they find out about this, the less they like it and the more concerned they are. According to this poll again, quote, the question, Medicare is the government health insurance program for people 65 and over. Do you think health care reform would strengthen the Medicare program, weaken Medicare, or have no effect on it? American people have figured it out. Amongst seniors, those that are in Medicare, 12% say it would strengthen, 22% no effect, and 57% of seniors in America believe, and they are correct, that this proposal would weaken Medicare, the benefit that they paid into and that they have earned. So, Mr. President, let me just say again, if I plead with my colleagues on the other side of the aisle, the majority leader, let's stop this. The American people don't approve it. Let's sit down and work together. Let's have real negotiations. Let's even have the C-SPAN cameras in, as the president promised October a year ago. This present legislation spends too much, taxes too much, and reduces benefits for American citizens as far as overall health care is concerned, and including Medicare, as the American people have figured it out. So I welcome my colleagues here. I see Dr. Coburn is here, but let me restate again, it's time to say stop. It's time to start listening to the American people. It's time to start being straightforward with the American people, because the American people need to know what we're doing, and they don't. The minority, the distinguished senator from Illinois just last Friday, when I asked him what's in the bill, he said, none of us know what's in the bill. So I would ask my friend from Oklahoma, isn't it what's happening? We have a proposal, we send it to CBO, CBO sends back numbers they don't like, so they try to fix it, send it back to CBO, send it back again. That's why only one senator, the majority leader, knows what's going on. And so I hope, what is the parliamentary situation? I asked the President.
Mr. President, I was under the impression that there would be a 30-minute allocation for a colloquy for our side, and I'm not sure that when we start that process.
25. The Republican side has 25 minutes and 15 seconds.
How many?
25 minutes and 15 seconds.
25?
Well, I thank Mr. President. I think I've made my point here. I'd like to yield I'd like to ask unanimous consent to have a colloquy with the senator from South Dakota, the senator from Texas, the senator from Oklahoma, and the senator from Wyoming.
Without objection.
So,
If I might just respond to the senator's question, is one of the things that our president has promised is